Hello there, my friend, and welcome to week 6 here on the Thrive 5 Daily Mobility Series. If you are just joining us and this feels random, that's fine. You're going to get a great dose of movement here. But if you've been following along meticulously with me every day for the last 5 weeks, oh yes, we're going to be continuing to challenge the positions you've been laying the groundwork on over the last few weeks. So, kicking off here with our lower body session. Equipment-wise, you are going to need a lightweight for those goblet squat holds at the end. Anything will do, okay? But again, if you've been finding that really challenging, you could carry on with body weight here. Also totally cool. So our first position, which is going to be a 60-second alternating position, is going to be a pivoting split squat, okay? Again, just continuing to tie all of your movement practice together here and your ability to sit comfortably into this split squat position, okay? So I want us to find a hip width stance apart, and then I'm going to step on back and find the toe of my rear foot there, and this is where I want to stay poised. I'm going to perform a split squat, and then I'm going to pivot round and hit the other side. So, join me if you will, here for 1 minute of continuous work, looking to control myself down to the floor here, and then I'm going to twist, bit of foot movement there, connect to the floor on the other side, rotating around. All right, again, trying to get a nice squeeze on the butt here. You can feel this stretch that we've been working so hard recently. Pivoting on round, connect, pivot on round. All right, again, just trying to find a nice flow and feeling confident in this split stance position. If at any point you have to correct your feet, of course, totally fine. And this is going to finish up this set right here. Lovely. Now we're going to be coming to the floor to perform some hip cars, controlled articulate rotations. Now we do these a lot for all areas of the body. I'm going to perform these side lying because lying down feels good, but it's also going to allow us to really focus on the rotation of that hip and not about what our body is doing. You can do these standing, which can be really beneficial, but balance, yuck, things like that. So what I want us to do is come on down, lie on your side here. This top leg is going to be the one that we are focusing on, and I'm going to give us a full minute here in this occasion, a full minute. Okay, we're going to start off with our feet stacked on top of each other. Now I really love if you have a cushion or something to hug, squeeze tight for emotional support, but it's also going to allow you to irradiate the body. What that means is we're bracing tight, and it's allowing us to create more internal force. I don't want you to just feel like you're waving your leg around here. I want you to feel like you've been dropped in concrete, and that's how hard you're having to work to move your limb through space. Squeezing something tight can help. Otherwise, just hug yourself. That can help too. Okay? Follow along with me here for this first rep, and then we're just going to try and work a little bit harder for the subsequent ones. Okay? Take a big belly breath in. Lock it down. Drive the knee up to your center. Pull it out like someone's got a cord on it, but without the rest of the body moving. So don't roll over, just pull it out until you feel that work happening there, good. Then we're gonna internally rotate the hip, like someone's pouring water out the front of your knee. You should really feel that as it's coming behind the body as much as you can. Yeah. Then drop it back down to your start position here at the knee, and now we're gonna reverse that motion. Press it back behind you, internally rotating. And bringing down to your high flexion position and back to the start. Let's go again. Let's work 10% harder. Really drive that knee as high into flexion as you can. Abduction out to the side, internal rotation here. Really feel that one. Coming behind the body. And now we're going to finish up this set. 2 hard reps. Okay, let's stop and let's change sides. For the record, even though we are just rotating our hip joint, these take practice. These do take practice. So if it feels a little bit like, where am I going, what direction? That's all fine, that's normal. we are practicing here together. Okay, we're in position. Let's get that second minute going on our second hip. Squeezing tight, driving the into flexion, abduction, internal rotation as you're coming, flexion, flexion. Woo. And back we came. Extend, internally rotating, coming round, 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 round. Back to the front of the body. Woo. And we're gonna start again. I'm gonna work even harder here. Knee right on up. Out to the side. Internally rotating, focusing on that especially. Ooh. And let's take it back the way she came. Yep, 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 yep. And back to the front. I moved a little bit quicker there. I got time. I'm gonna work another one here. And back to the beginning. Tremendous. Those are our hip rotations. You can do those standing on all fours, basically just looking to take your hip joint through as much range as possible. Practice those whenever you can. Finally, we're going to come into our goblet squat base position that we've been building so diligently. Okay, just down here. We are going to be adding some light to moderate load to this one, and then we're going to be performing some light hip rotations, but individually. Lots going on there. So, our last position of the day, join me down here if you will, whether you've got a weight at your front or you're just with body weight, that's fine. I'm gonna chuck a minute on the clock. I'm gonna use this to pull me just that little bit deeper into range here, and then I'm gonna control one knee, internally rotating, drive it out. And the other side. Again, if you can't touch the floor like me, totally fine, totally fine. Just do the best with the range you have. But also there, you can't see quite as clearly, I am driving that knee out, externally rotating that hip. And notice how I'm trying my best not to swivel the whole body. Everything is facing forward whilst that hip is doing the movement. Drive her out, really active position here. And that's going to do it for our third and final exercise here at the start of week 6 on the program. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed the routine. I hope your body's feeling fantastic. And if there's anything you want to talk to me about, let me know in the comment section below. I will see you tomorrow.